Emotional thinking is not your friend. Emotional thinking is your enemy. Your emotional thinking has one aim, and one aim only, and that is to cause you to continue with some form of engagement with the narcissist. This might be to spend time with the narcissist, or it might be thinking about the narcissist. Either way, your emotional thinking in the context of the narcissist wants you to continue or achieve engagement with the narcissist to feed your inherent addiction to the narcissist. Your emotional thinking does not care about the cost to you. Your emotional thinking does not care about the impact that such actions and behaviours will have upon you. It wants you to engage. Your emotional thinking will do absolutely anything to make you achieve that engagement. It will cause you to act in a way that when your emotional thinking is diminished, you will look back upon it and think, what the hell was I doing? What on earth was I thinking? Who did I become? I do not recognize that person. At the time, you believed what you were doing was correct, was logical, was the right thing to do. Why? Your emotional thinking made you think that it was. In the same way that after drinking 10 pints of beer, it seems like a very good idea to sit and watch James Corden, in the cold light of sobriety, you realise that that's one of the most awful things and ideas you could ever have. Emotional thinking is no different. When it is removed, and it is removed by there being no engagement with the narcissist, it results in you seeing things clearly, thinking clearly, acting clearly. It has the added benefit that when you have reduced your emotional thinking to a low level, the anger, the dismay, the anxiety, the hurt, all things associated and driven by your emotional thinking fall away also. The reduction and removal of your emotional thinking is something that you must strive for in the context of your ensnarement with a narcissist. By achieving this, you will apply logic. By achieving this, you will maintain no contact. Not part contact, not low contact, but no, total, no contact. By the reduction and diminution of your emotional thinking, you will avoid those unpleasant and disturbing sensations and feelings which are driven by it. You will not make mistakes. You will not go back to the narcissist. You will not continue to fight with the narcissist. You will not plead with the narcissist. And in turn, you will not fall prey to the manipulations as readily. You will not be seduced. You will not be seduced by another narcissist. You will not be drawn back into the mayhem. You will not try to help. You will not try to heal. You will not try to seek answers. You will obey that first golden rule of freedom. Once you know, you go. You will get out and you will stay out. Emotional thinking doesn't want you listening to me. It doesn't want you reading my works. It doesn't want you understanding my work, and it does not want you applying it. Why? My work is logic. It is the best, the most appropriate, and will always help you. Your emotional thinking recognizes this and recognizes that my work through logic will take you away from feeding your addiction. Therefore, it will seek to throw questions, to cause you to doubt what I'm explaining to you. I tell you the brutal truth, the honest truth. I do it because it matters to me that my material is utilised the most and is regarded as the best, because it is the best. I am not concerned about whether you use it or not. If you choose not to, that's your problem, not mine. What I want is to ensure that the myths about our kind are removed, that the mistakes that are peddled over the internet are eradicated, that the ignorant advice that is provided through so-called relationship advisors, through so-called lifestyle coaches, through apparent experts on narcissism, is rejected, removed, deleted, and ignored. And instead, you abide by the cold, hard logic that I provide to you. You do not have to like me. You do not have to hate me, although you may well do. But what you must do is listen to the logic of what I tell you and apply it. And should you do so, you will seize the power and you will achieve freedom. You will conquer your emotional thinking. Accordingly, your emotional thinking hijacks and corrupts your empathic traits and your narcissistic traits. Yes, you have both. You have empathic traits and narcissistic traits in various bundles and various strengths, dependent upon whether you're a normal, whether you're empathic, or if you belong to the empath group. And if you do belong to the empath group, it depends upon which type of empath you are. And if you wish to know, then go to narcsite.com, look in the menu bar, find Empath Detector Consultation, and away you go. But beyond that, understand that you have empathic traits and narcissistic traits, and your emotional thinking hijacks and wishes to corrupt them. There are 21 common responses that occur, words that are said or thought by the victim of our kind. Listen to what these sentences are and realize that if you're saying these things, if you hear someone saying it, if you are thinking it, you, they, all of you are being conned by your emotional thinking because it is seizing upon particular traits. I will tell you now what those 21 phrases are so you can look out for them, and also in each instance I will tell you which of your empathic and or narcissistic traits are being hijacked to aid your understanding. Number 1. I need to know why she treated me as she did. This attacks your truth seeker trait. Number 2. I need to tell him how much he has hurt me. Hijacks your truth seeker and justice empathic traits. Number 3. I need to warn the new girlfriend about him. Hijacks your empathic traits of compassion, truth seeker, saviour, and justice. Number 4. I need to make him see what he has done wrong. Hijacks your empathic traits of justice and truth seeker. Number 5. I can't leave him, he needs me. Hijacks your empathic traits of compassion and saviour. Number 6. I have to expose her to her friends and her family. Hijacks your empathic traits of truth seeker and justice. Number 7. I need to speak to her to get closure. Hijacks your empathic traits of truth seeker and honesty. Number 8. I need him to know that he is a narcissist. Hijacks your empathic traits of truth seeker, justice, and honesty. Number 9. I want him to see how happy I am without him. Hijacks your narcissistic trait of pride. Number 10. I need to know who she is with now. Hijacks your empathic trait of truth seeker, narcissistic trait of envy. 11. I need to know why he picked her after me. Hijacks your empathic trait of truth seeker, narcissistic trait of pride. Number 12. I want to split him up from the new person. Hijacks your narcissistic traits of pride, envy, empathic trait of justice. 13. Why should I be the one to move out from this house? Hijacks your narcissistic trait of pride, your empathic traits of fairness and justice. 14. I need to take him down. Hijacks your empathic trait of justice, narcissistic trait of pride. 15. I need her to explain why she has behaved the way that she has towards me. Hijacks your empathic traits of truth seeker and fairness. 16. He cannot help what he is. He just needs help. Hijacks your empathic trait of compassion. 17. I can't walk out, as he cannot manage without me. Hijacks your empathic traits of guilt and compassion. 18. It's not fair. What if she gets the golden period forever instead of me? hijacks your empathic trait of fairness, your narcissistic trait of envy. 19. I need to see her to get my money back. Hijacks your empathic traits of fairness and justice. 20. I know what she is now, so this time I can manage this knowledge to make it work. Hijacks your narcissistic trait of pride, empathic trait of decency. And finally, number 21. I want to win her back in order to be the one to dump her. Narcissistic trait of pride is hijacked, empathic traits of justice and fairness are also hijacked. These are 21 statements that are utilised by your emotional thinking, which seem logical to you, but they are not. Why? Because it's the emotional thinking hijacking the traits I've described, and they all offend the first golden rule of freedom. Once you know, you go. You get out, and you stay out.